You may be wondering, BATTLEBOY, how do you make your videos? I don't get how you do them. Well, today I'm going to be showing you how to make these videos. And I'm going to be using Fraps and Adobe Premiere CS5. Okay, so let's get started. Now, as a trained professional, I recommend going into a match with 60+ players to get the full impact of how gorgeous this game is. You're going to be capturing explosions galore, so be prepared to shed a little tears. Alright, you may be sitting there now saying, okay BATTLEBOY, I'm in a match with 60+ players, what do I do? Alright, so now that you're in game, before you spawn you want to change your primary weapon to the PDW. This is going to let you capture some nice footage without your weapon in view. So let's get out of this screen and just spawn into the chaos. Sometimes you'll have stupid little idiots getting in your way, trying to mess up your footage. Just ignore them and go on your way. So, as I try to fumble around here trying to hide my stupid chat box. And here's the code for that secret command. You're going to type in UI.draw enable space 0. This will disable your HUD and show you the true beauty of Battlefield 3. You will be crying your eyes out of the gorgeous beauty of this game. Right off the bat, you'll notice that everything just looks amazing. So don't worry about your hard drive space, just keep recording, cause you never know what will happen. Alright, now you may be wondering, okay BATTLEBOY, I got all that down. Now how do I know where to focus my video? Well, if you're going to be cropping this later on, you want to imagine a box above your hands. This is where the main focus should be, so always keep the object you want in this field. Now don't be afraid to defend your life, because you will be fighting for it. For some reason, whenever you're recording, they always know, and they just want to kill you. And it's annoying. Alright, tip number 2. Always try to have smooth hand motions while recording. This makes it all the more beautiful. Look at that gorgeous dogfight in the air. It's truly a battlefield moment. It brings a tear to my eye. You will die many times just to get the perfect footage. We should have our own special little skin that says, "Do not shoot me, I'm recording please." This game was made to have its own little battle recorder or spectator mode because it's just so darn hard to capture it on the ground like this. It would be so much easier with spectator mode, but you still get some gorgeous shots like this plane crash right here. Oh yes, yes, that is just beautiful, beautiful. Here is a very good example as to why to keep it always recording. Watch as this person just kills me with a helicopter. Oh, okay, now let's look at the death cam. Oh, nice flying, man. Nice, smooth flying, Fox. That was pretty darn good, I must say. Onwards to another example. In this part of the video, I will show you how to capture some nice still scenery. Gonna get to a nice little angle up on the hill. Alright, take out your nice PDW. Either crouch, prone, stand, wherever you want to get your nice little angle. Hit one of the chat keys and you can just sit there for ages and it looks beautiful. This is a very good technique for wallpapers, intro videos, and if you know how, I don't, maybe some screensavers. As I was recording this, little did I know to my left, there's a little battle going on, and when I did notice, my poor teammate just died, and I had to defend myself, and I died 2 seconds after. The glory of recording. Now for the fun part. We're going to finally edit our beautiful footage. Now when you first open up Adobe Premiere Pro, you're going to hit on a new project. Okay. Most of the time I just leave this default because there's no option really to change anything, and I just leave it default. Say, okay, we're going to name this Test. Alright. And here is my video settings. I usually use DVC Pro 1080 I60, and that's what I use for most of my videos because I've never used any of the other ones. Alright, here's a quick little intro to Adobe Premiere CS5. On the bottom here you have your timeline. This is where you edit your clips, rearrange them to your liking, and cut and paste whatever you want. On the right here, I have my audio mixer. This is where I can mix the separate levels of the audio in these separate panels. On the top right, we have our video display, where you can see the video as you're editing it. You can slide this left and right and make it smaller. On the bottom left, we have our video effects. We have video transitions. This is just your standard video effects, like adjusting the color and such. On the top left, we have our sequences. This is where all of our imported videos go. So now we're going to find one of our videos so we can edit it. Go to the top left, go to Import, and find your video. Mine happens to be in a very terrible spot where it's very confusing, so it might take me a while to find it here. I dare say it should be this one. Okay, let's double click this to test it. Yep, that's the one we want. So we're going to drag this clip from sequences to our timeline, and now you'll see it's in our timeline. Now you can press play, you can see what it is, if it's a good video you want to edit, and you could also drag this little bar down here to any spot in this video that you want to edit. We're just going to drag that back now, and you'll see that our hands are in the way of the video. We're going to fix that with a few simple steps. Alright, we're going to go to the left, the bottom left here. We're going to go to video effects. We're going to go to transform, and we're going to crop the hell out of it. Okay, we're going to drag crop onto the video clip, just like that. Sometimes, to get into the clip to do the effect controls, you gotta double click it, just like that. And on the left here, let me drag this over a bit. On the top left, you'll see effect controls. You go into there, you go into crop, and here's your crop settings. So we're gonna crop the bottom to just over the hand. Let's do this. Oh, a little too far. There we go. Now let's test it. If the hands are bobbing over the black line, we need to just pump it up a little bit more. Oh, I just saw that. Let's bump it up to 35. No bobbing of the hands. Just perfect. So now you'll notice, okay, now there's one big bar on the bottom of the video. It looks terrible. So what do we need to do now? We need to move the top of the video down. How we're going to do that? We're going to go to our effect controls once again. We're going to go to motion this time. Drop down motion. We're going to turn this motion, this position here, and we're going to turn it to the right. This moves the whole video down. Now, I don't know if there's some secret command to center this thing, but I just try to center it the best as I can. That looks about center. Then you just test the footage. It is beautiful. Just to let you know that when you do die, your hands will be in the video, so just be aware of that when you're doing it. So now that we have edited that, that is how you edit and crop to make it more of a cinematic look. And then if you want, you could just beef it up and slow motion it Oh, beautiful. Oh, just beautiful. Alright. Now, for certain other clips, let me get another example here, if I could find it in here. It took me a million years to find it last time. Just a random clip of a tank. Come on. Okay. Here's a clip of a tank. Let me drag it down to the timeline. Okay. So now you'll notice... Okay, wait. When we try to crop it now... Uh-oh. The bottom... You can't crop the bottom because you'll cover the tank. So what do we do now? We're going to crop the top. We're going to crop it to just above right there. Always like 33, 35%. That's what I usually do on all my videos. Now instead of cropping to the right, moving the position to the right, we're going to move it to the left and move it up. We're going to move the video up. So now you'll notice we have a cinematic effect on our tank in third person. That's how you do cinematic effects on the tanks. Now you may be wondering, okay, BattleBoy, we got all that finished, we got it, we know how to do it, so how the hell did you do the thing in the beginning of the video? Well, I'm gonna explain that in a few simple steps. First of all, I had my good pal and my clanmate Shark help me with this footage. I had someone else fire at the shelves behind him as he was walking backwards, crawling backwards, or crouching backwards. And as the papers flew out, he kept walking backwards. And he kept going and going, and then he ran out of ammo there. Alright. So let me find it here. I'm gonna find, checkups. Where is it here? Oh, man. Here it is. Okay. So you notice we have our video here. Okay. You notice that it's going backwards just like the video I just showed you. Now, we're gonna right click it. We're gonna go to speed and duration. Click that. We're gonna cut the speed in half, so 50%. And we're also going to reverse the speed. Very good. Now, before we do anything or even look at the video, we're going to crop it also. So go back to your crop tool, drag it back onto the clip, and crop those ugly hands out. So up to 35% is good. 35, come on, 35. There we go. Okay, I'm going to move back down to video. Perfect. So let's watch this gorgeous video. We get to the good part. It's rendering required files. Come on, look at that. How did that work out? It looks gorgeous. It doesn't look gorgeous because recording this is killing the machine. Okay, now it is time to export our video. These are my export settings. You go to File, Export, Media, and I have the format under QuickTime. I have my own I made my own preset, so you're gonna have to fool around with these yourself. But I have my video codec to H.264. Basic settings, my quality is usually 70%. If I want a higher quality video, I'll bump that up. And here's my width and height settings, 1920 by 1080, always. And the frame rate. Frame rate is very important. I always have it at 29.97 because YouTube always cuts every video down to 30 frames per second. So why would you have a 60 FPS video to just have it cut down to 30? I don't know. So I always set mine to 29.97. My field type is progressive. And my aspect is square pixels 1.0. These other settings I don't bother with. Okay, so now that we have that, you can name your project by going to Output Name. You can name it Prep. Save it, and you can export it. Exporting can take little to 10 minutes to half an hour to an hour to forever. So That about cuts that down. So, did you learn anything? I bet you did. This has been another BATTLEBOY tutorial. I hope you learned a lot today. Those are my techniques. So, I'm gonna leave you with a nice little slow motion video here to see you off. Have a wonderful day on the battlefield. BATTLEBOY out.